Today, I'm going to show you how to apply an isolation color effect in GIMP, also known as keeping one subject in full color while turning the rest of the image black and white. This is a really popular editing style for portraits, product photos, and dramatic social media visuals. And the best part is that you can do it in just a few simple steps inside GIMP for free. If this tutorial helps you, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy GIMP tutorials and photo editing tips. Alright, let's jump right in. First, open your image in GIMP by going to File, then Open, and selecting the photo you want to edit. Once your image loads, look over to the Layers dialog on the right side of the screen. If you don't see the Layers panel, you can always enable it from the dockable dialogs, but in most cases it should already be visible. Now, right-click your main image layer and choose Duplicate Layer. You can also use the shortcut Ctrl, Shift, and D to make a copy instantly. Duplicating the layer is important because we need one version for the color subject and one version for the black and white background. Next, rename the top layer to Color Subject and rename the bottom layer to Black and White Background. This may seem like a small step, but naming your layers clearly makes the editing process much easier, especially if you're working with multiple photos or more advanced masks later on. Now, we're going to create the black and white background first. Click the eye icon next to the top Color Subject layer to temporarily hide it. Then click on the black and white background layer so it becomes active. With that layer selected, go up to the top menu bar and click Colors, then Desaturate again. A new window will appear with different desaturation modes. You can try different options, but Luminance or Luma usually give the best contrast and the most natural-looking results, especially if you want a clean, vintage-style background. Once you've chosen the mode you like, click OK. At this point, your image should now be completely black and white. Now, we need to bring the color back only on the subject. Click the eye icon next to your top Color Subject layer to make it visible again, and then click that layer so it's selected. With the layer active, right-click it and choose Add Layer Mask. In the pop-up window, select Black, which means full transparency, and then click Add. What this does is hide the entire color layer behind the mask, so now your full image will look black and white again, even though the color layer is still there underneath. This is the key step that makes the isolation color effect work. Now select the paintbrush tool from the toolbox. You can usually get to it quickly with the P key. Before you start painting, set your foreground color to white in the color picker squares. White on the mask reveals the color layer, while black hides it. That means we can paint color back into only the parts we want to show. Also, choose a brush with a soft edge so the effect blends smoothly. A brush hardness around 050 or 075 is usually a good choice because it helps the transition look more natural and less harsh. Now here's the important part. Make sure the black mask thumbnail next to your layer icon is selected, not the image thumbnail itself. Once the mask is active, begin painting directly over the object or subject you want to isolate. As you paint, the color will start to reappear exactly where your brush strokes go. Take your time and build it up carefully. If you're working on a person, you can paint over clothing, hair, or any part of the subject you want to keep in color. If you're editing a product photo, you can highlight the product while leaving the rest of the scene desaturated. This creates a strong visual focus and makes the subject stand out immediately. If you make a mistake and accidentally paint color outside your subject, don't worry. Just switch your foreground color to black and paint over the mistake to hide it again. Black conceals the color layer, while white reveals it, so you can fine-tune the mask as much as you need until the effect looks perfect. Once you're happy with the result, zoom out and check the overall composition. Make sure the subject stands out clearly, the background stays black and white, and the color edges look clean. If needed, you can go back and touch up the mask until everything looks polished. And that's it. You've successfully applied an isolation color effect in GIMP. This is a simple but powerful technique that can make your photos look much more professional and eye-catching. If this tutorial helped you, please hit the like button, subscribe for more GIMP editing videos, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.